Hey everyone, welcome to my channel, The Spirit Journal. My name's Leanne Crawford. I'm going to be doing a general reading for everybody today, and we'll see what comes up. I'm going to be using my Isis Oracle deck by Alana Fairchild, and I'm going to be using my new deck, Tarot of the Divine by Yoshitani. I believe that's how you pronounce her surname. I absolutely love this deck. Oh my goodness, it's right up my street. So this is going to be a general reading. Please only take the messages if they resonate with you. Don't force the story to fit. You'll know if the message resonates because you'll feel an affinity to it. You'll just know. You'll know. Don't force it to fit. Because it is a general reading, the message is not going to be personalized. It's general. I'll try and pick up on as many themes that I see coming out in the symbols on the cards to make sure that everyone can get some kind of message as much as possible and guidance. I'll start with one card from the Isis Oracle deck. A message for the mystics and the priestesses, the astrologers, the readers, the oracles. What guidance do you need? Those of us, and those of you waking up into your spiritual gifts and spiritual power, awareness. Let's see how we can utilize what 2020 has given us. 2021. Ooh, I'm going to take this card. Okay, Pillar of Light, Descent of the Star Goddess. So this card will take as the theme for our reading. Descent of the Star of Isis is speaking to us about being able to tap in to the central sun and the wisdom that comes from being able to have a direct connection with the divine ourselves. This pillar of light is coming to ask us now to really pay attention to or really acknowledge areas, and particularly energetically, where we might need to protect ourselves. Some of us are really tapping into our higher selves. We're really connecting more so with the guidance of our own intuition, our own higher self, even more than calling on spirit guides and deities and all of these beings and entities. A lot of us are now, if you haven't already, are now forming a direct connection to the Star of Isis, and the Star of Isis is known as Sirius. This card often comes out when it is time for us to build up our own spiritual strength. This could come about by, for example, having a daily practice, a daily ritual, a daily routine where we sit in meditation, reflection, contemplation and openness, a willingness to receive messages and listen to the messages and apply them as well. It's almost like in the book, Alana Fairchild describes it as like a broadband, as like internet connection. So you want to continue to maintain this connection that you have already or that you are gaining. So let's see. With the tarot, we'll clarify. Let's see what messages or extra guidance we can get with my Tarot of the Divine. This card very much is speaking of as well. What I'm picking up is the changing. We are moving from a different eon We're moving from one age, we're moving from the age of Pisces to the age of Aquarius. Okay, the great conjunction that we had on the 21st of December was symbolic of the start of this. We haven't quite shifted into Aquarius energy, but it's almost like we're in that phase where the two timelines are still kind of intermingled. So we have Pisces and Aquarius. We're moving to Pisces, but it's like, we're moving to Aquarius, but the timelines are still slightly intermingled at the moment. With this shift that we are having, there is a call for sovereignty, claiming your sovereignty and claiming back your power. And 2, building your tribe, finding tribes, finding your local community, finding those who are like-minded, and building support networks, trading, bartering, helping, exchanging with each other, whether that's physical things, material things, spiritual knowledge, wisdom. But let's get some more guidance for this pillar of Isis, please. Okay, we have the Page of Coins. Page of Coins representing new. 7 of Wands, standing your ground. So we have the page of coins here. Then the 4 of Swords. All right. So this Page of Coins here is beginning. I'm picking up apprentice. The word apprentice is coming up here. This is an apprenticeship. 2020 has almost been like an apprenticeship to your own self. Learning your own self completely in a way that is practical, reliable information that you have now about yourself and how to move forward. Something about this learning has caused you to have to stand your ground in some way. Maybe you're seeing something more clearly. The 4 of Swords in traditional tarot depicts a man who's come back from war and is now in what looks like the institution of a church, laying down on top of an altar, meditating. You could be meditating on things that have been happening to you or things that have happened to you. You could be meditating on where you've had to stand your ground in the past, where people may have dealt with you like you were less than in the way of your knowledge, what you know, almost like dismissing. Maybe who I'm reading for, picking this up for, is someone who already knows that they have this intimate, uninterrupted, uninterfered connection with the divine, and people are mocking you because of it. They're laughing at you in a way where it's like, oh, she thinks she's speaking to God. Like that. And you've had to stand your ground. Let's get some more cards. You've had to stand your ground, and not necessarily in an aggressive way, but in a way where you have really had to hold on to your conviction, because whatever it is that you have experienced in terms of this spirituality, in terms of this connection, 9 of Cups, it's brought you happiness. It's brought you emotional stability and peace. And what I'm picking up is you are surrounded by people who are either jealous or envious, or what word am I looking for? They're jealous or envious, or in some way they feel hard done by, because you found this peace by yourself. You found this 9 of Cups by yourself. 9 of Cups can also be a symbol of dreams being realized. wishes being fulfilled. And somewhere in it, some of you are meditating on the dreams that you would like to fulfill, and some of you are actually realizing how you have already achieved this. You've already fulfilled it. You're already drinking from that cup that you've been working so hard on. You've had to defend it, defend your knowledge, and you've been loyal and committed to whatever practice this is. There's loyalty, there's commitment there. We'll get some more cards and see. It's almost like I'm picking up on a group of people who have really had to fight for their beliefs. They began something new and then they had to fight for their beliefs. Stand their ground, hold conviction. It's like I see him tapping nails. I'm seeing the phrase I'm getting is the final nail in the coffin. Ooh. The final nail in the coffin. I'm not going to keep these up. We'll turn them over and see. You've got the 10 of Cups there and the 8 of Coins. So you've been working tirelessly. Someone has been working tirelessly to achieve this 10 of Cups. This is complete emotional and emotional stability, emotional happiness, emotional contentment. This is a happy family. Someone has been working tirelessly on this. And in something, some way, the dreams are being realized. You're either seeing that you've worked tirelessly on this, and now your dreams are coming into fruition. Or you're realizing that you're working in vain. Really, I'm not going to keep these cards here. I think that was just a little side message. But really, what I can see is somebody who is strong in their belief. They're strong. They strongly believe. And you should strongly trust and have faith in your intuition, your own guidance. All of us are receiving upgrades. Whether you're highly spiritual, whether you're a spiritualist or somebody who just looks at these things for a bit of entertainment, we're all receiving that some form of upgrade. Some of us are literally harvesting our gifts. If you've been putting in your work up until the 21st, you will have been harvesting. You will already know what your gift is, and you will have stepped into some kind of clarity. Some kind of clarity about what it is. Then we have the 6 of Wands, the Victory card, and the Queen of Wands. Please, listen. The Queen of Wands and the 6 of Wands. This is coming into victory. This is rising into your power. This is a woman who is entrepreneurial. She's passionate. She's enterprising. She's also somebody who is shrouded in magic. She's very desirable. She's like the poster girl, the pin-up girl. She's the one that everybody turns around and looks at the party. This is the woman who carries a lot of energy. This is fire. This is a woman who has the power to create and destroy at will. And it seems like this personality, this queen, is creating something of emotional stability, conviction, and you're having to meditate, contemplate, think, reflect a lot. Alright, we get one more card from here. Oh, this is such a lovely reading. Wheel of Fortune, we have Anansi on here. Anansi the storyteller. Anansi the trickster. But here in this deck, he's featured as the Wheel of Fortune, spinning a fortunate web, telling fortunes, telling stories of fortune. This is you rising into your power by trusting this divine connection you have here, with no interference, no middleman. The end of the Pisces era was Jesus. Jesus was the Pisces era, but the end of that era, the end of which we're in now, about 2,000 years ago, when he was meant to be walking the earth and alive, he said, the only way to the kingdom of heaven, to the Father, is through me. And then he died. He died on the cross, didn't he? All of this is symbolic. This is all symbolic, that the way to your enlightenment is through your own intuition and your own connection, your own higher self. Some of you have some of you have come into some awareness that you may not necessarily have been being guided in the best way. Your spirit guides, your spirit team, who you may have believed had your best interest at heart, you may have come into some realization that they haven't. And though you may have been manifesting, rising in your victory, there's been a great change in your fortune. You've really had to meditate on things. Something like I'm picking up, and this is not from the cards, I'm picking up that somebody has realized that something was not what it seemed. But at the same time, you were still an apprentice. Whatever, if this message is for someone or a few people, specific people, you were an apprentice. And whatever it is that you went through that left you feeling kind of like this, bound and tied and hurt, it was a lesson. Do not beat yourself up. Don't beat yourself up. Just reflect. Speak kind words to yourself. You were learning something. And you signed that, as painful as it might have been, because I'm picking up in my heart space and my solar plexus, like a connection, like even maybe a soul tie or a soul contract. You were learning, and this was part of your development, your self-development and your self-growth. Because whatever that situation was that you went through and you began to see more clearly, you now have conviction. You are now standing your ground. And maybe you needed that. Maybe you needed this situation so that you could stand your ground more. Defend your beliefs. Defend your truth. In doing that, there's victory. And the wheel turning in your favor. Look at this. 9 of Cups. 6 of Wands. The Queen of Wands. And then the Fortune card. Wheel of Fortune. Following your path with conviction. Taking the lessons you have learned, reflecting and meditating on them. Seeing the 9 of Cups in your own life, in your own self. The emotional happiness, the fulfillment. Being aware of those who might be around you, who might potentially be a little bit jealous. And this is why you feel in the energy of having to stand your ground. They don't understand how you did this by yourself. They might not even understand, but they can see it. So I'm going to pull one oracle card from my Magdalene Oracle, and we will tie up this reading. One card of guidance. Okay, just one. If you did like this video, if this message has resonated with you or you've been able to take some kind of guidance, please like, share and subscribe. And thank you guys so much for the support that you have given me in these few months since I started this channel. Oh, we have the Gaia card. This is deep connection with the earth. This card is asking you to connect. We have one card here of the earth, Gaia, and we have one card here of the cosmos. This is grounded spirituality, grounded intuition, grounding the knowledge, grounding the downloads, grounding the prophetic dreams. This is something divine coming into manifestation, into reality. This is the cosmic mother and the earth mother. The Gaia card asks us to pay attention to our divine masculine and divine feminine energy to ensure that we are able to balance these out. This is asking us to connect again with our divine masculine, divine feminine. For it is often connected to femininity is connected to the elements of earth and water, and we have masculinity connected to fire and air. So this is asking us to take the cosmic messages and ask for the divine mother. However you connect with Gaia, with earth, with your body, your own physical body is symbolic. The earth is symbolic of our body. However you connect, asking for these messages to be grounded in a way that you can receive them. So you can manifest this Six of Wands, this Queen of Swords, this Nine of Cups, and turn the wheel, or keep the wheel, turn it in your favor. So I hope that message helps you. If it did, please like, share and subscribe, and I will be back again soon. Peace.